Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters from anime, series or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86, and today from Funko Pop and Marvel, I present to you not one but three symbiotes from the Venomverse. You have Venom, Carnage, and Venompool. So overall, looking at the figures, Venom and Carnage come from the movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which is the second movie out of the trilogy. If you remember those three movies, they were really good, and in case you haven't seen them, I suggest you go check them out. And not to forget, Venompool came from Marvel's Contest of Champions from the Gamerverse. In case you haven't noticed, these Funko Pop figures are also bobblehead editions. Now let's get into the details of these three marvelous Venomized figures. To kick us off on our last Halloween edition video is Venompool. At first impressions, the figure does look really good. One thing I would have liked to have seen would have been darker shades of red versus the light red that the figure is given. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. The other thing on this one, Funko Pop really dropped the ball. If you look really closely, you can see where their paint mismatches as far as keeping the paint within the lines. And you can see, because this Venompool has a lot of little tiny details, the paint tends to bleed over certain sections. And you can really see it in the teeth where they just messed up on the painting a whole lot. So overall, the quality on this particular Funko Pop is really horrible. But nevertheless, the details are really good. In case you haven't seen it, I did do the unboxing and the review of Venompool from Hot Toys, and that figure was really amazing, and it was just something really good that I liked. Between having Deadpool and Venom, create this Venompool. And also, if you're a big Deadpool fan, I also did both the SH figure arts and the Hot Toys version of Deadpool, and those figures, they were really amazing as well. On this one thing to note, you want to be careful on how you lay him down if you are going to display him outside of the box, because both of his feet are not flat and he's got this big old head, so it's really easy to make him lose balance. So just be mindful of that. Here, so you can see the bobblehead in action. Follow me on IG at Titan del 86. I don't know what made him decide to create these as bobbleheads. But nonetheless, this is Marvel's Contest of Champions Venompool. And who knows, maybe we will get to see him in the big screen. So I see there's a lot of potential for this Venomverse. But in this particular one, it does capture all the little tiny details to tell you that this is Venompool. I would have just liked to have seen the painting be a lot better than what I'm seeing here. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts. Here's a bottom view so you can see the mechanism. This is the second one, which is Carnage. On this one thing that I like is that they used a glossy paint job on it. So here you can see how well it reflects the light. In comparison to the Venompool, which that one had a matte finish on it. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. This one feels very lightweight compared to the Venompool. The other thing that I see is they did the details very soft, so they're not really strong details, which also helps on the way that they painted it. So in this one, you have less transitions of the paint spots. And on the teeth, they just did an overall white paint on them. They didn't bother to get the mini little sections in there, and obviously they knew that they would have been messing up the paint job. In case you haven't seen it, I did the review and the unboxing of Hot Toys Carnage. So if you haven't checked that one out, I suggest you go check it out. It had a lot of really good details, and the articulation points were really great. And this is a depiction of how Carnage showed up in the movie Let There Be Carnage. There you can kind of see that he's got the blade on the right hand, and he's got the claws coming out on the left hand. This one looks really good. And just to remind you, this is our fifth and final video of this Halloween saga. So this basically wraps up our Halloween edition here. And what is more scarier than seeing three symbiotes going at you? You had Venompool, you have Carnage, and you have Venom from the Venomverse. Follow me on IG at Titan del 86. Here, so you can see the bobblehead in action. And honestly, on this one, the mechanism seems a lot better. Plus, it doesn't take much to get it going. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts. I'm really liking this one. This one looks good. And the other thing is the pose that they did really balances with the figure. Here, so you can see the mechanism. And finally, here's our superstar, which is none other than Venom in his bobblehead Funko Pop version. One thing that I like about this one is that they also chose to go with the glossy paint job. And as the light reflects it, I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but it looks really amazing as well, especially when you get to see it in person. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And the other thing that I like about this one is that they gave them a pose that is also well balanced, so you don't have to worry about this one tipping over. So overall, this Venom figure does look really good. In this one, you can see that they got the details just right, and also the quality, it looks way better than what we saw from Venompool. And also, in case you haven't seen it, I did do an unboxing and a review of this Venom from Hot Toys, and that one was one of my favorite Venoms that I've seen so far, because it also gave you the half face where it showed Eddie Brock, especially from the movie Venom. This particular Venom from Funko Pop was depicted from the movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Follow me on IG at Titan86. I really like this whole Venom verse that they did where everything gets venomized. In case you haven't seen it, we did Venom, which is Spider-Man venomized. And hopefully, I hope Hot Toys does their own version. I know right now they have a couple statues of the Hulk being venomized, and he looks really amazing as well. And because this is a bobblehead, check him out. But I know from Funko Pop, they've been rolling out this whole Venom universe, and these are just some of the ones that I've got so far. So maybe in the future I'll get even more, so we can keep going with this Venom series. In summary, I really like these Funko Pop figures that they did in regards to the Venomverse. Here you have Venompool, Carnage, and Venom, all different variants of the same symbiote. And what other better than to top this as the final video from our Halloween special edition mini-series than 3 symbiotes all coming at you. And one thing that I like about these is their fighting styles. Basically, they can morph any type of weapon that they choose to. And then you have Venompool with the pistols, which obviously this Funko Pop doesn't clearly show it, but we know what's in those holsters. And then he also got the katanas, while Carnage and Venom can make weapons out of their arms. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite one. Which one did you like the least? For myself, the Venompool one was one that I was really excited about, but honestly, just looking at how it was executed versus the Carnage and the Venom, I say that one was a little bit more of a letdown, especially with the horrible paint job that they did on him. He has a lot of mini details on him, but I feel like in this one, Funko Pop really missed the mark as far as the quality. Don't get me wrong, the details are really good. It would have just been nice if they would have chose a darker tone of red, and if they would actually paid a little bit more attention when they were painting the figure. And you can kind of see that transition into the Carnage figure, where on the teeth they just did a quick paintbrush of just white, which basically does help it, because out of all of them, this is the one that has the best quality in my opinion, but it's also the simplest one. Then you have Venom. On this one, they really try to give you the details between the teeth and the inners of the mouth, but you can kind of see where they missed a little bit on the paint job, and same thing on the veins around the chest and the back. I don't know if they do these by hand or if they have a machine that just comes and does a sweep on them, but either way it goes, obviously you can see which ones were done a lot better. But obviously some of these, I can only imagine they were really difficult to get. Like I mentioned, in case you haven't seen my videos, I did do reviews of Hot Toys for all 3 of them, and they're really phenomenal. So I really like that I'm adding now the Funko Pop versions of those to complement the Hot Toy variants. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite one and which one was your least favorite. Let me know in the comments what you think of these Funko Pops as bobbleheads. Honestly, for myself, I'm not too crazy about it. Honestly, they could have just did them all regular. But let me know if you are a big fan of these Funko Pop bobblehead figures. And with this, it concludes our mini Halloween series. Let me know in the comments which one looks more scarier, which one looks more menacing, and also which one do you not want to run into in a dark alley. I know for me, for some reason, that Venompool seems more menacing, and for me, that is the one that I definitely do not want to run into in a dark alley. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you have seen, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and I'll see you next week with a brand new one. Thank you and bye.